Warning. The content on this channel is not intended or suitable for minors below 13 years of age. If that is you, please click off and come back when you're older. By continuing beyond this point, you affirm that you are 13 years of age or older.
So, when I started this channel, I had a list of lofty goals, a lot of things I wanted to get to, and time slips away from you. And I noticed that I was getting into a pretty considerable length of time, a lot of videos posted, and it struck me that I hadn't got to any of those things that I wanted to do. So I thought 2022, this will be, I want to make sure I get these things in here. And some life changes here and there, and nothing lasts forever. So I thought, okay, well, if my circumstances change to the point where I wind up not having a bunch of channels at my disposal, I want to make sure I got certain ones in. This was a game that I had pretty high on my list, and then I got busy doing other games for the channel. And this is an important game, though. This is one that I wanted to get. There was only a handful of games at the very beginning that I definitely wanted to have posted. What Remains of Edith Finch, and Resident Evil 4, and God of War, and a couple other ones that I think I've seen 8-Bit Ryan. Again, he's just the very, very pinnacle of gaming channels as far as I'm concerned, but some other ones that he had done that I thought would be fun to do, and some of the stuff I wanted to see wasn't actually in his videos, so I thought, okay, well, I don't do what he does. Nobody can do what he does. But I thought, okay, well, this is stuff that I think might present some new and additional things. But with this game, I remember when all this shit was going on, right? I remember when this whole Gamergate fire of trash began burning, and a lot of commentary from the gamer and gamer review sort of arena was that it was fine to be shitting all over this particular person because she had made a shitty game, and that of course is Zoe Quinn, who made the game I'm about to play. And they weren't saying it was a trash game, they were saying it wasn't a game at all. Like it was so broken that it didn't even function as a game. And part of the mission of this channel the entire time has been to really explore the boundaries of what a game actually is and what it means. So I'm not a gamer, I don't live and die over this stuff, but I've been playing video games since the fucking 80s. So I've got a pretty substantial wealth of knowledge as far as what video games have done and what they mean and all that other kind of stuff. And the whole narrative side of gaming was not really explored very much at all in the early days. Back to Zoe, the first thing I did when I started coming across all this stuff of people shitting all over women was like dudes need a fucking excuse, right? But anyway, what I did when I first stumbled across this lot of fucking bollocks was I found the game. I went and played the game myself to see what it was. And I thought, like there's a lot of convention breaking here. This really pushes the boundaries. And like the experimentalism thing, I actually like, I'm fond of that in many, many, many aspects. Certainly in gaming, certainly in narrative and storytelling, musically, I mean, it never ends. And there was some interesting dynamics here and some things that were touched on in this game. And anyway, the criticism, as strictly as a criticism point, I thought was completely unfounded. So anyway, without getting too much further into this, we're going to go back and revisit Depression Quest. Okay, so I am going to leave this on the screen for you all to read if you care to do that. Pause here if you want to read through this. And we're going to be going on to the rest of this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And here's the second half of the page. Feel free to pause and read that. So, back when I started playing games, back in the 80s, it was considered a pretty frivolous thing to do. Like, there was nothing, it was just a way to while away some time, a way to price all the fucking quarters out of your pocket. It was treated like you play Monopoly like a board game. It was treated like basically that. Like it was just very, very mild entertainment. Most of the gaming back then didn't really aspire to be anything more than that. It was, in many, many, many ways, considered just a time waster. Just while away the minutes, right? But for somebody to have the courage and the guts to actually try to make this something more, to try to put in this huge encompassing depression into things, to try to put in this really sort of intense personal story with depression. I mean, certainly prevalent was like to put in this intensely personal story with depression. Certainly depression was probably as prevalent, if not more so back then. It is a lot more public now, a lot more publicized. A lot of the shame has been, right, just wiped clean of it. But this is a really, really daring game, and I don't think that Zoe, who just had a target painted right on her forehead, after this, I don't think that she gets enough credit for just how astounding this actually is. All right, so let's get into it here a little more. So so these things here, it's early on a Monday morning. This is backstory, right? You're setting up that you're a mid-20s human being. You have a significant other named Alex, and you're seeing Alex exclusively. A little bit about your social circle, a little bit about your day job. You're thinking that you'd be doing more with your life as with your parents. So that's an interesting thought, because I think that is really, really resonant with a lot of people, that I don't think too many people are in the exact position that they expected that they would be in. I don't know that I would say that I am. In fact, I'd probably say I'm not. But I don't know exactly what I expected, but I don't know that I was doing this. But anyway, you can choose this. So let's look at Alex. Alex is a little bit about your relationship. It is very, very early in its stage. So one thing I like about this is really good game design, because you have a thing where you don't actually have to do this to play the game, but you can get more backstory, right? You can get a little bit more meaningful onto a rounder picture of things. But what's nice is that it just goes back. There's not other links within the sublink. So it's not flat menu after flat menu after flat menu. It is just there, a little bit more background, a little bit more fleshing out, and then right back again. Social circle is some online people, some people you've known for a while. You're nervous speaking. New friends, you flake on your old friends. Okay, day job not specified, but you started receiving minimum wage. What's interesting, well actually what sucks, is that minimum wage, when this game came out 9 or 10 years ago, It's the exact fucking same as it is now, and it's not competitive. Like you won't get anybody. Maybe you could a server at a restaurant, maybe to pay them $7.50 a fucking hour. If you're not watching this in the United States, this might not apply to you, but the United States is kind of fucking ridiculous with the minimum wage thing, with all these fucking greedy corporations and filthy fucking politicians. Anyway, work is dull and unrewarding. Most days you feel like just about anybody could do it. I don't know that I really relate to this section particularly, but there are some jobs I had prior, like years and years back, where I guess, like a lot of this one, hard time getting up out of bed and forcing yourself to go in, how long you can keep it up. I mean, that stuff, definitely in the past, yeah. You know what's funny about being underqualified is, I never felt that actually. So, if anything, I would just. What's interesting is that a lot of the stuff that you think about going to find a gig is thrown completely out the window as soon as you actually get in a position where you start hiring people. It's kind of interesting. But anyway, the underqualified yet. So there's that whole thing, right, where the pretender syndrome, right, where you feel like you're a fraud and you're a pretender. I've never felt like that in my actual job, but certain other activities, like artistic pursuits in particular, I think definitely that would be the case there, where you felt like you should always be a lot better than you actually are. Or hey, doing a shitty YouTube channel, right? Okay, about gaming. All right. So as with your parents, parents never got divorced. So that first line, that's pretty resonant actually. You're one of the few people you know of whose parents never got divorced, but you do wonder if they still love each other sometimes. I think my parents most definitely still loved each other, but I don't think they were necessarily in love. Only one of them is still around these days, but that is interesting. Older brother named Malcolm, no. But he moved across the country with his wife to work a high-paying job, and that whole thing, jealousy of sibling jealousy. I'm not a younger child. I don't know that. That part doesn't quite apply to me. Parents generally care about you. I think this is. I mean, that stuff is all pretty consistent, I think. All right, so this is about feelings. So this is a feelings game, and I'm not a fucking feelings kind of dude, right? Especially like some of the early games on the channel when it was all, I'm the fucking Don Dada constantly. Channels evolved, as all things do, given it enough time. All right, so we're now into unseasonably warm Wednesday evening. You were at work, and work is getting way, way, way harder. All right. So some of these things have changed, I think, actually, a little bit. Okay. Oh, this is interesting. So some of the stuff, I don't remember this being in here. Okay, so anyway, significant other will be home. Okay, so you could use your time alone to work on a project. Listen to the music though. The tonality of this music is really, really quite well done. Okay, so project, you were getting drunk and chatting. Okay, let's go back. I assume that's an artistic project of some type. Maybe this game actually. Okay, and so order some food and hunkered out for a night of work. That is crossed out. You can't do that. That's like a normal person's choice, and it's not available to you in this game. So, I'm skipping through some of this stuff. Basically, you get home from work being shit. Oh, and it was raining. You walk through the rain. Your Alex will be late, and are panicking. Panic is creeping in for work, I guess. And so you get out of your wet clothes, and there's a computer at your desk. I use the computer for equal parts fucking off and actually working. I find that it's a good balance. Alright, so do you want to simply hide in bed? Okay. So do you grab some food? Okay, you can't do the first choice. Let's actually skip to the bottom of this. You're depressed, interaction is exhausting, you're becoming more and more withdrawn, not currently seeing a therapist, not currently taking medication for depression. Okay, so that's where we're at. And then I think what really pissed people off is, with a lot of games, if you make the right choices, you get to a happy ending. But depression doesn't allow that. There is no fucking happy ending with depression and choices you make by itself, just kind of left to its own devices. And I think a lot of people just actually could not connect with that point. Like it couldn't click over in their fucking head. Alright, so we can sit down at the desk and try to make yourself do something. We can turn on the TV, do a quick half-hour unwind from work, crawl into bed, so stressed and overwhelmed you couldn't possibly accomplish anything anyway. Okay, so I'm going to actually do these choices based on probably what I would do. And what I would probably do is sit down at the desk and try to make yourself do something, knowing full well, most likely I would get distracted and just off into, fucking outer space somewhere. Or down to some YouTube rabbit hole or something. TV, and then crawling into bed. That last sentence, I don't think really I find too relatable for me personally. But okay, so we're gonna sit down at the desk and try to do some work. We can stop at the fridge, turn the playlist on. And you open the last file you were working on. Oh boy, this is like really, really, really dated. But as soon as your hands touch the keyboard, your mind goes blank. Okay. So this is like some sort of writing project, I think. All the ideas you had when you arrived home. That fucking happens a lot, right? You think of something, and I find that the way that my fucking head works, right, is it will think of cool shit when I'm not in a position to write it down. Because as soon as I think of it, I get really motivated to write it down so I don't forget it. And most of the time this is in the goddamn car or in the fucking shower. Never fails, right? And if I don't, I will forget it, and oh my fucking Lord, do I curse the fates when that happens. Oh my God. Steal my fucking head in. Need to take a goddamn railroad spike to the brain, I swear, pin it in place. Alright, so we take a break to loosen up, out through Twitter, email, and other distraction on the internet. So that would probably be what I would do. Okay, so the pattern continues, and your brain is constantly misdirecting you. 1, 2, 3, 4, you have a couple Twitter wars, yes sir. A little bit of YouTube, some actual work, and you're back to track 1 on the playlist. And so the ice in your glass melted, and it deleted the Coke you were drinking. So I put in, I've got a 6 CD changer. That's what I have in my office. If I get all the way through 60, like that's fucking hours. And usually what will happen is that it'll make noise when the CD changes, and that will be kind of a cue to pull me out of the reverie a little bit. It's kind of weird, the mechanisms. Alright, look at the clock, and this person has a several-hour playlist. I don't have any playlist, but this person had one that was a few hours, so 3 to 5 hours. Okay, and you've made no progress. I can wake up early tomorrow and catch up. I never think that. I'm not a morning person. I hate mornings. I'm a night person. That's why I've really started to really dig into the whole night gaming thing, I think. But also, I think it actually, well, it seems to work better. All right, anyway, back to, so you climb into bed and your Alex is not back. Okay, you're very depressed, a large amount of time sleeping, hating yourself, very little energy and motivation, no therapist, no medication. Next, where's my mouse? There it is. Okay, it's a mild Friday afternoon. Alex calls from class. There's a party, birthday party. Oh, tonight at her apartment. Wait, are you not living together? Oh, I thought, oh. Oh, shit. I thought, alright, anyway. Okay, so there's a really awesome birthday party at her apartment. One of her roommates is throwing. You hung out with the roommate a few times with Alex. Get well along. Okay, yeah, whatever. Don't have work in the morning because it's Saturday and nothing else to do. You've been kind of run down and fatigued most of the time. You mentioned you're feeling ill because you don't know how to explain your feelings. And you don't know that you can make it. And so she's disappointed. She's disappointed. She is disappointment. I am disappointed. Anyway, she tries to convince you. You haven't seen her this week. Oh, you guys have a funky. It's not. If you're in your 20s, that could be a borderline non-adult relationship. I think because, like, why wouldn't you see each other? Ain't fucking no one telling you what to do at that point, or hopefully it isn't. Anyway, so you haven't seen her this week. She seems pretty excited. You come over, and you could stay over tonight. Bow chicka bow bow. So what do? Shake off your funk and go have a good time? Nope, not doing that. You agree to go, or you say that you're really just not feeling well and can't make it. So we have not had anything change to the depression thing. So we can, so I don't know. If I was in a relationship with a person, I would find this actually kind of odd. So I think, and I don't remember what I actually clicked last time. But I would probably just go, PBR. All right, you agree to go, they're not feeling social. Yeah, well, that's pretty much always. But, it's important to Alex. You really like to see her. Seeing her does make you feel better sometimes. You hope that's the case. All right, time to leave. And you grab your overnight bag. She's a short walk away. People hanging on the porch. You feel your chest tighten as you approach the building and you try to steal your nerves. Clench the fucking fist, let's get to work. No, wait, not that. Alright, you quickly find her, chatting with the birthday girl, and Alex immediately lights up when she sees you. She's happy you came. Young man taps her on the shoulder, and she turns back to apologize and let you know they're going to do something for the party. She hands you a beer and a kiss on the cheek before she fucks off wherever. Alright, you don't know anybody else there. Enthusiastically socialize. Yeah, you can cross that shit right off. I wouldn't have picked it anyway. So we're still depressed. We're still not seeing a therapist. We're still not taking medication. Alright, so we're going to stand in the same spot and sure what else to do. Everybody's been in this kind of situation, right? Where you've been at a party, you know, fuck all there, right? Nobody, you don't even, a single goddamn person. So, what do? Right? You either stand there with all the eyes on you, or, what I would do is I would try to go find a drink. Somebody's already given me a drink. So what I would do is go find a second. That's what I would do. I'd go find where the drinks is, I'd find the bathrooms, I'd find the fucking exits, right? And depending on how many people there are, finding the exits is not a bad idea, especially like in America, right, at the moment, we have just people shooting up fucking everybody these days. So knowing where the exit is in a place that you're not familiar with, always a good thing to do, but we know where we're at here with Alex's apartment. I'm sure we've been there before for dating her. All right, so we can stand in the same spot and sure what to do. Put your bag in Alex's room and avoid the crowd there. You need an activity. That's a good one. Cling to the back wall, sip your beer, wait for your girlfriend to... So are we going to stand there holding fucking luggage? Proceed to drink in earnest, hoping it makes you less uncomfortable. Now, let's put our shit away. And I'm stashing it too. I'm fucking hiding it. Just in case, somebody tries to go in there and raid my shit. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. Alright, so you take your beer and sift through the crowd. So you arrive at Alex's room. The room is empty. You sit on her bed, you set the bag down. You're thankful for the space. And you mess around your phone while you sip your beer. Yeah, what are you doing? Alright, you got 5 minutes, but each time. Okay. So you're just gonna sit and fuck around with your phone. Alright, okay. Ah, yes, Alex comes into the room and she went to come find you. Alright, so she's trying to make you feel better about going. Okay, a little afternoon on Monkey Saturday. Oh, God, humidity. Okay, anyway. Your mother is coming for a surprise visit. She didn't see you enough, so she decided to invite herself. You know what? I hate, yeah. People that show up fucking unannounced, just some rude ass fucking people, man. I hate that shit. I turn people away. They show up at my fucking door without telling me they're coming or asking me can they come over. I turn away. I don't give a fuck how long we've been friends. Get the fuck out of my fucking porch until you can fucking learn some manners and goddamn text me or call me first, you fucking silly shit. Fuck out of here. Go. Anyway, so I don't do that though. I don't show up unannounced either. That fucking shit is not cool. Who knows what you're doing, right? You can't be doing that. Anyway, so your mom is invading your fucking place. I would throw her the fuck out. My mom doesn't act in this way, but I would be really, really, really fucking touchy if she fucking showed up just out of the blue. That would be strange. Yeah, that'd be bad. Don't do that. Don't do that shit. Don't fucking do that bullshit. Rude ass motherfuckers. That's rude. That's low breeding, man. That's no manners. Don't do it. Do not do it. Alright, so anyway, she's going back, and mom is just wandering around being a fucking pain in the ass. Alright, so she's sensing something is up, and she's probably trying to get to the bottom of it. She's momming. She's momming this person, who's us here. She's momming us, and so we could say that you've been feeling down. You appreciate the concern, but you know what? I wouldn't do that because I don't want to open up that conversation. Like a lot of conversations, a lot of subjects I don't care to have a conversation about. That would probably be one of them. Especially if I didn't have a handle on it, like I couldn't articulate it well. Alright, so we can try to be honest with her, no. Tell her everything is fine, thank you for asking, no. Change the subject. Where's throw her the fuck out until she can goddamn learn some manners? Where is that? Where's that option? So you could try harder, positive attitude. Yeah, okay. So let's tell her, maybe this will get her to go. Everything's fine, get the fuck out. Okay, well, as long as you're okay. Get out. Get the fuck out. Go. Get out of my fucking house. Call or text first next time. If you can't do that, email. If you can't do that, I'm disowning you. Alright, lazy Sunday morning. Idly clicking around, your phone rings. Sam, a coworker's calling. Why is Sam calling you? Do you want cats? Do you want cats? Oh, okay. Yeah! Oh, fuck yeah, I'll take all of them. Give me all of them. Give me a 6-pack of fucking kitties. All of them. Give me all the kids. Give me. In fact, find some more on the way over here and bring those too. A fucking case of cats. So many cats. So many cats. Take the cat. Take the cat. Take it. This isn't even a question. Yes, I'm gonna become a cat owner. Fucking right. Oh, look at that kitty. Look at that shit right there. Hell yeah! Oh, oh, look at the beauty! Alright, so you and the cat are getting along. Alright, so we're still depressed. We're still not seeing a therapist. We're still not taking medication. Okay, so we're fast forwarding a week now. And like all these they're progressive, but they're also kind of little vignettes. They're kind of just little scenarios here. Alex, oh, okay, the friends are going to a pub. No, go to the pub. Pubs are fun. Okay, so she's gonna go without you. Oh, she's not gonna go without you. Alright, so you two are gonna hang out on the couch. Okay. Watching Netflix. Oh, you're watching the same shit too. Okay, so she's getting really insecure about the relationship. You're worried about holding her back. You know, just let it. Oh, I'm gonna let her ride. We're not gonna ask her if she's happy. If she's not, I feel like so. You know, if you're a fucking adult, if you're not, I feel like at some point you're gonna have that conversation. Like in some way you'll communicate it. So. Okay, so apparently you've already had this conversation, so we don't need to bother with it again. Alright. Okay, alright. So she's starting to feel a little more paranoid now. Or we're starting to feel a little more paranoid now. Alright, depressed. No therapist, no medication. Oh, we're in the weekend. Sunday. All right, Amanda. Amanda's in town for the weekend. And she wants to go coffee. I don't drink coffee. Fuck coffee. I have a tea. Just I don't like milk or sugar in it. I just like it fucking straight up tea. Oh, I get sound effects of a coffee shop. Okay, so this other person is more accomplished than we are. And you're supposed to brief them on your activities. What's wrong? Do we test the waters? Insist that nothing's wrong? Defensively ask what she means. No, so your hands are shaking. Our hands shaking. So you gotta lay off that caffeine if your hands are shaking. Yeah, sure. We've known her a while. Let's just talk to her. What's up? What's up, girl? Oh. Alright, so Amanda is familiar with depression. So she's cluing us in on what this funky shit's all about here. Going to email you a therapist. Alright. Cool. Oh yeah, oh Malcolm's in town. Oh, but there's a lot happening. You know, like these days are just, and I don't know if they're consecutive. Like I'm reading it like they are, but I don't know if they actually are. All right, anyway, brother Malcolm's in town. You have a dental appointment. Okay. Here's the thing. This is why I don't like people just showing up. Because I plan stuff in advance, right? I don't like to just have like I can roll the punches and do the spontaneous thing. I don't favor it, right? I like to have somewhat of an idea of what I'm going to be doing. And the cool thing with that, with a little bit of planning, like an outline, right? It's not set in stone. It's more like an outline. Like you're doing a book, you don't know what the pages are going to be. You make the outline, this, general guidelines, right? Could you imagine trying to fucking drive somewhere in a city without street signs or a map or a clear idea of where you were actually trying to get to? Hopefully not. And that's kind of what that other stuff is to me. It is inefficient and kind of senseless. So it's like if you have some framework, right? So this one, your brother Malcolm's coming into town for a few days, and you guys are busy, all that kind of stuff, or he's busy. Anyway, you get time to have each other. Why are you scheduling a fucking dental appointment, right? Like if you knew he was coming into town, which if he's that far away is probably something you're going to know in advance. Like why are those two things at the same time? And dental appointments are a pain in the ass to move. Yeah, they are. And fucking dentistry's old pack of sadists, and teeth are bullshit. But like this to me is just the exact sort of thing that would, like I wouldn't want to see my brother after dental appointments. What? My fucking mouth is numb and I'm drooling shit all over the place, more than normal it is. Alright, so anyway, so the appointment runs late, the dentist appointment runs late, so it's cutting into our brother time now. We're grinding our teeth. And brother's punctual and probably pissed off. Okay, so he's got a new car. Alright, so this dude's doing well for himself. So he drove a fucking Camaro there. You know, and there's the other thing, right? If you're driving that kind of distance in a Camaro, you're generally going to have some communication with where you start and where you stop, because stuff fucking happens on the way. Any road trip, stuff can happen on the way, right? You can get shoved off, you can hit a deer or some other animal. You know, you can have some sort of mechanical malfunction. Back in the old days, before fucking cell phones were even a thing, right? Like you did that. Hey, I'm taking off, this is about what time I'm going to be there, blah, 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 blah. And the idea would not be that the person on the receiving end is going to be tied up in some sort of other engagement. So this scenario is, I'm a little bitchy about this just because it kind of, like the concept, I think rankles me. I think the game's fine, but the just that idea just kind of like, argh. Alrighty. Anyway, my personal idiosyncrasies aside. Alright, so brother's making more money. Okay, so how did the appointment go? Did you get drilled full of holes or what? I mean, that's normal sibling banter, I guess. And a sense of shame creeps over you. Okay. Tell him about the night guard and why you need it. Tell him your routine clean. Tell him about your teeth grinding problem. Well, obviously it wasn't a routine cleaning. And I'm not going to talk about some shit I shoved in my fucking mouth. Fuck that. Actually, maybe I would. Man, I don't know. Teeth grinding, but not the strap. There's no good choices. Alright. Yeah, that's fine. There you go. Grinding my teeth might sleep too much. Stressing, yes. Okay, so he's gonna talk to you about his car, I guess, and other stuff. Alright, so, without judgment. Okay, so that, we're out the fucking rails there. That's generally how siblings go. If they're Gen X siblings. So I don't think Zoe Quinn, I don't actually know how old she is. I'm assuming she is not Gen X though, because from a Gen X perspective, this is a lot of the stuff is very non-Gen X. Alright, anyway, oh, the kitty! Alright, cool. Yeah, she wouldn't get it. Okay, yeah, go tell mom that. Alright, go visit her though. You're depressed, interaction is exhausting, you're more and more withdrawn. Oh, okay, so this changed. You're not seeing a therapist, no medication. Now we're on Sunday. Oh, kitties! Kitties love computers and emails. Oh, hey. Whoa, it took fucking weeks? Jesus. Okay. I'm assuming this is a fake number. I wonder if anybody's actually called this number. If anybody watches this and you call this number, leave me a comment. Okay. Alright, so she sent the... Okay, so should we call? We'll call... We'll see how we are in the morning. It's a Sunday. I mean, why? Was it Sunday? I think it was Sunday. I gotta call on a fucking weekend. Okay, so there are some definite serious issues when you start talking about medication that you need to address and get in your mind. Because not all medicine is a science, it's an imprecise one though. And medication really depends on body chemistry, and sometimes you have to try several to find one that actually works. And there's no way, they haven't got to the point where they can just automatically know whether the subject's going to be effective and effective in the right way yet or not. And sometimes it can take quite a while. And if that is the case, then you just have to not give up. And if you don't find one to your liking, there are others. And those all need to be given a chance as well. But sometimes, you know, you have to be on for a month or so, or a little bit longer, or, you know, so on and so forth. So the medication for that type of thing, that is a serious issue that needs consideration. Alright, so we're still not, okay, we woke up and we're still overwhelmed with the idea. Okay. Alright, so we didn't decide after a day, and so there's just call already, and call after wrestling with it. You know, we're gonna call because, okay, so this is me, and maybe it's not other persons, but if I said, okay, I'm going to do it in the morning, and then I fucked up doing it in the morning, it would kind of be like a splinter in my mind. So I would just want to get it checked off the list. Okay, so we're going to read through it 2 or 3 times. Wait, we're not calling? Okay, we are calling. Okay, cool. So, alright, we have an appointment and we're fast forwarding to appointment day. So we go to the therapist's office. We head to the therapist's office. We sit in our car and try to talk ourselves out of going. Just the thought of going, I mean, there is going to be, I think, some certain unease with going back to this. So we're not going to crawl into bed. I think I actually chose the choices that were most unlike me last time when I did this. So I think I spent a lot of time in bed. And I like my bed, just not to that extent. But okay, so let's go to the therapist's office. We made the appointment. You know, here's the fucking thing, right? She's probably going to charge you, so you might as well go. Just go. If it's shit, don't go again. Not that fucking hard. Alright, anyway, so first session with Dr. Susan. Oh, you're making the second one. Alright, the hardest part is taking the first step, and that's true for a lot of things. Alright, so you're not sure how you're going to tell your family and partner, but okay. So you did the thing you said you were going to do. Good on you. You're emotionally exhausted. And then you collapse into bed. And okay, so moderately depressed. And you get tired easily. You're not on medication, but you now are in therapy. Alright, so that's good. Alright, so it's early on Wednesday morning. Oh no! Having to wake you up 10, 20 minutes before your alarm rings, and oh fuck. God damn. If you do that, it feels like a waste. It feels wrong, right? Like there's something, you should be sleeping, not fucking around going, well, should I continue trying to sleep, or should I get up and see what the rest of the world's doing? Alright, so you lay in bed, and there goes the alarm. You hit the snooze button. Yep. So I set mine when I was waking up to an alarm. I haven't for a while now, but when I was waking up to an alarm, I would set it for 2 or 3, usually just 2 snoozes. So I'd be able to hit it twice and then get up and still have a reasonable amount of time. Just these weird ass fucking psychological sort of traps that your mind makes for you. But that resolved my issue with waking up. I used to have 2 alarm clocks, actually, a ticking one, and then I would have the regular one. And what I discovered is that it was a matter, I think, of me having almost control over time, in a way. Where if I could just hit snooze twice and still be able to not cause myself additional agony, that was really what turned the screw all the way over. Okay, I always have difficulty ready for bed. And today is too much, so... Alright, so you're not going to make enough time. And... So you can call in sick. Or... if it's that fucked, let's just call it out. So we're leaving voicemail. Oh yeah, voicemail. That was always my favorite. And then of course with fucking cell phones, that doesn't work anymore, right? Because everybody's on all the time. So you shoot the asshole a text, and that's a fucking text conversation. But you don't have to try to sell it with your voice being all cocky, right? You just sell it. You just say, hey, I'm sick. Sometimes they call them. Alright, so hope the boss doesn't call or email. Oh yeah, fucking email too. Well, email's fine though because it's delayed. It's a deferred conversation. Alright, so you went back to sleep and with the kitty. Awesome. Oh fuck, we slept the entire day. Holy balls. Okay. And now we're more stressed out. Still have to go to work today, yeah, because being sick is always only one day, because you're expected to work sick. All right, and okay, so you're afraid to face your boss. You know what? If the job is that shitty, you can find a second shitty job. It's kind of how I always looked at it. But, all right, so you worry that your absence will be seen as, I have a luxury of not really ever giving a shit what people think. I mean, you can see how long I've been doing this channel, huh? And so a lot of this doesn't actually, I don't find super applicable either. But all right, so we need to go back into work. Oh, okay. Wait, now we're in the weekend again. Okay. a.m. on a Sunday. And you can't go to sleep. You know, sometimes you get into these funks and they suck the next day. That's just shit. Or it's not necessarily any of these things. It's that your goddamn brain just won't shut off. Okay. You have to be awake for work. So you have to be awake for work in 8 hours. So it's 2 a.m. So you have to be awake for work by 10 a.m. What? Okay, alright. Force yourself to sleep, that doesn't work. Go to bed, should be that hour, you're already in bed, you just can't sleep. So that's not a choice. Close your eyes and let it happen. Run your thoughts back out for 8 seconds, because your brain won't stop. Snap out of it, what's wrong with you? Why can't you stop stressing out for 5 seconds? Because your brain won't stop. You're probably going to need to work tomorrow, exhausted, and fuck everything up and get fired. At this point, it might be a blessing. Alright, go to your computer. So sleep is clear without happening around. Alright, go to the computer. 1, 2, 3, 4, let's have a Twitter war. Alright. Get in, head to your desk, and... Oh yeah, IMs. Are IMs a thing anymore? I don't know if they're a thing anymore. They were 10 years ago, when this game was made. Alright, so anyway, so you're doing a little IM. ICQ, or maybe Microsoft had one too. I can't now think of the name of it. Okay, bundled with Windows. I don't even know if it does anymore. I don't think it does. Alright, so we're talking with Attic. Attic is saying that you're depressed. Alright, so Attic wants to look for a doctor. Well, we already have a fucking doctor. We're gonna say no? Okay. Okay, blah 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 blah. So when's our next therapy session? Okay. It's Thursday, we got enough work. Longest days of memory, things are going wrong, and workers sucked. Somebody bumped into you, you're exhausted, you're staring at the apartment. Go find the cat, pet that kitty. Single activity tonight. Reach out to somebody close to you. Well, if you're tired, the conversation sounds like a lot. You know what? Fuck it. Let's get the cat and watch some Netflix. Video games. Oh boy, yeah, I did that. I don't want to talk. Yeah, I don't do a lot of co-op multiplayer stuff. I never understood the appeal of multiplayer. Alright, so we dump on the games, and we look through Netflix. Nothing sticks, I've certainly run into that. Where is the kitty? I would look for the cat. Alright, so Alex is in class, so we look around for something to eat. Alright. And then we take a shower, and where's the cat? Okay, finally, Wednesday we're back into the doctor. Okay, so, and I don't know if we were in the appointments before or not. I'm assuming we were, but, okay, so is it routine on Wednesdays? Okay, so it's great that you decided to come see me. That's really, it's an incredibly important person. That's odd verbiage, though, for a repeated meeting. All right, so she wants to talk about medication. All right. So medication or therapist, medication and therapist. So should we accept your prescription? So drugs instead of therapy. Stick with therapy. The whole therapy is always under. So therapy is not enough, right? Therapy is not making it out here. It's not footing the bill. We maybe need another step. So, but therapy seemed like it was helpful. You're seeing a therapist even though you die. I think she says it's going to make you feel better. All right, so let's do this. Let's take a prescription. So we're going to go with it, and we're anxious about it. Okay, we're at our parents'. We're going back to our hometown. We're going to go visit our parents for dinner. Brother's there. How long are you playing at this? Until they fucking throw me out, I guess. Okay, tell them about the new job you're going to for. Tell them what they want to hear, that you're looking for a more prestigious position. Meant that you don't know what you want to do. Yeah, you know, I say this a lot even now. I'm not sure what I want to do right now. Oh, God. How do you get a house and kids? Alright, so Dad's stepping in. Oh, now Brother's stepping in. And Mom is just trying to climb up your ass about this, huh? You know what? I've done it. I will tell somebody to mind their own fucking business. I give a shit. That's what you had to say. Shut the fuck up. That's what right there. You shut the fuck up. That's what you're doing. Don't worry about what I'm doing. Anyway, so we shut the fuck up for the rest of the meal. Alright. It's a rainy night. Eddie Rabbit is playing. Alright. We're going to Alex's apartment at her behest. It fucking rains everywhere we are here. I would move. I would find a way. I would dedicate myself to getting the fuck out of there if it rained that much. Alright. Well, I hate humidity anyway, so there you go. Okay, so... Whoa, Alex is... What is Alex doing here? Alex is very insistent, and she's dark, and she's in a robe, and she, oh yeah, she wants to get it on. Roommates are out of town this weekend, so I thought I might have a little fun. Okay, you know what? If you're living alone with the cat, why can't you just fuck over there? Why can't Alex just come and fuck you at your own place? Like, why are you over there? What? Alright. Try it online before getting physical. You're too wrapped up in your own bullshit. Your head is stuck up your own fucking ass. We've all been there. So let's suggest you something else, though you're not in the mood. Try to, you know what? She's going to a lot of trouble to drag me out in the fucking rain when she could come over and just fuck me at my place. But all right, let's unwind. Let's get physical. Let's do it. Bump skirt, baby. We're mowing the lawn. Alright, oh, she's got some candles. Woo! She's trying to make that shit special. Mm-hmm. Alrighty. Okay, so you need to... Okay, alright. So you're not there yet. You look amazing. You look amazingly comfortable. Cha-cha. Good chow. Let's have a drink together. supposed to. Not to us. Let it go be a bad day. Tonight. Then you slam the fucking glasses together so hard that the fucking glass shatters and goes everywhere, and you cut your hand, and whatever was in there is pouring all over the floor and down your arm, mixing it with the blood, and oh, so much blood from that toast. And then you go into a very, very short sort of stemware fight with what's left of the glasses, and then I guess it's not an actual action movie. Alrighty here, so alright. So you do the cheers, yes, right day. Oh, flirtatious, and then you find yourself in the bedroom. Okay, so you're having trouble getting to think physically. Diminished arousal. The medication. I'm telling you, that's what I told you. I fucking told you. You should have listened, game from fucking 9 or 10 years ago. Then you know. Alrighty, so you hate your job. It's winter, you hate your job. Alright, you collapse into your couch, and apparently you're fucking wet from the rain. You know, never would I do that, because it's just gonna make your fucking furniture stink. Unless it's wood, but I mean, who has a wood couch? Am I right? I'm right. Alright, so yeah, you know, and that's the thing too. You know, it's a job you got unexpectedly. Never intended to stay there that fucking long. Like The Office TV show, when Daryl was talking about that after the rest of the warehouse guys won the lottery. That's the thing. You're going to be there for a little bit, and then there it is, 10 years later. All right. Anyway, so it's coming to a head though. This job. All right. So you can focus your efforts on your project. Now, being creative with stuff, I find that useful. So you could look through the classifieds, and you could turn the TV. So this is tough. I've been in this spot. I've been in this spot before, where the job is a grind. It sucks. It's fucking bullshit. But it's financing something better. Hopefully, at least you're taking the shot at it, right? So I wouldn't look for another job if I was financing the project. So the project ended. So that's actually what happened with me, is that a project I was doing ended. And at that point, I said, you know, if I don't need the funding for this anymore, what I can do now is find something actual fucking useful to do with during my day hours. Alright, sit down the computer, blush steam, and oh yeah, you're going back to the project. Good. I picked that. That's what I did. Okay. Yes, anger into passion. Lots of ideas. And sometimes you can summon up some of that energy too. Yeah, get a couple hours of good ass work in there. Progress is always better. Progress is always good. I'm not sharing shit across fucking social media. Fuck social media. Alright, you go to bed that night. Okay, so you got the project, right? You got the project. You're doing something creative, artistic. Okay, it's a little past 8 p.m. on a Tuesday night. You're at your computer. Well, we're working on our job? What the fuck? Why are we working on our job at home? Are we at our job? We're at your computer. I'm not sure if we're home or at our job. But oh, no, we're at home. Because there's Attic. Well, our project sucks anyway, so let's talk to him. Oh, Attic needs to talk to us. Multitask, tell her busy. Try to regain your focus, don't answer. Yeah, that's fine. What's up, Attic? Attic, what kind of fucking name's Attic? Hey, what's up? Oh shit, Attic got cheated on. People are just gonna do what they fucking do, man. That's it. You gotta be. And when they do, You can't do anything about that. You can't order people to do shit. You can't force somebody to be a good person, right? All you can do is control your reaction to it. And if that's a red line, it's a red line. That's it. For me, it is. But people are different. Some people might not be a red line. For me, it is. And one of us is bouncing at that point. Anyway, so this dude is blabbing out on a keyboard here about getting cheated on, and go through some options. Do anything rash? That's I mean, what's rash? But I mean, where's this red line, right? Anyway, all right. So you got him to sleep on, and he's taking off. All right, you're happy you could help, and you are useful. Oh, and hey, you can do your fucking project now. Yeah, that's the thing too. I'll tell you this. Sometimes with projects, the best thing you can do is to do something completely unrelated and a huge shift in focus. And then when you come back to it with fresh eyes, you're right there. You're right there. Okay, the therapy is doing some good, and the medication is taking the edge off at least. Alright, so Sunday, deep thought on the way home from therapy. Wait, what? I thought we did that Wednesday. Alright. Okay, so we're not in a negative feedback loop. Okay, so we have a new medication after trying a few different kinds. Like I was saying, I'm not on medication. I don't have a therapist or anything like that. But I do know people who have found that helpful and effective. And if it, whatever gets you through the night, if that's what works, if that's what it takes, then do the thing. Do the damn thing. Damn thing done. Alright, so some minor side effects. All of them seem to come with that to one degree or another. Alright, life has changed for better, and you wonder if you need medication anymore. Oh, you don't remember. You don't feel as much despair or hopelessness, and you hate yourself a lot less, and you don't fucking remember. You don't remember the before times. You don't remember. So now you're gonna fuck around, and you're gonna hit low again. You're taking that fucking medication. General life change, I don't know what changed exactly. I mean, the project is one thing, but the medications, that's what she said, it's taking time to ramp up, right? Alright, so you're gonna stick with the medication. And you don't want to learn it the hard way, side effects are negligible. Coming off of that medication can be a major kick in the head. Word to the wise, keep that in mind. Alright, so next time see Dr. Melville. Oh, is her name spelled differently here? I thought only had one L before. One L and an L. You can't go back and check, but I think that's what it was. Anyway, so it's a common train of thought that people have, and that is true. You start feeling better and you're like, I don't need this. Diets, exercise, it's why people struggle to stick to that. It's because you get feeling better and you're like, oh, okay. It is like a marathon, not a sprint, right? It's not like you get to the end and it's over. It's going and going and going and going. And humans' minds don't work with that kind of time frame especially well. Really massive things are very, very hard to keep all in your head, and human brains are wired very poorly for that. But the doctor kind of goes through some of that there, and she wants to have a conversation before you make that kind of decision. All right. Okay, Thursday night, we're in Alex's place. We're awake, she's asleep. So we're cool with fucking with the roommates there. Brain is on fire again. Okay, so you had some sort of thing with Alex. Work was shit, but that's normal. And so you were tuned out, and then you're beating yourself up for being tuned out and being guilty. And oh, you haven't said any of this shit to her yet? The depression and the therapist and the drug? Really? Lordy! Alright, she wakes up. She wakes up. She wakes up. You know what? Let's just tell her. That's not fair. Yeah, let's just tell her. She wants to help. You know, and a lot of people aren't necessarily going to be like this. A lot of people are not going to be as helpful as the brother and dad and girlfriend have been in this. They're going to be like her mother, our mother. Okay, alright. Oh boy, this is... Okay, so still depressed, things are getting better, working. We got positive change. Okay, you and your therapist keeping all good. And medicine is working. Friday night. And you're back to bed again. Okay. Drinks. Co-workers ask you for drinks. I don't know that I would necessarily accept a lot of these either. Alright, Netflix again. So, this whole thing, like this thing with Alex, you have the cat, and like seeing this later, those are the things that stick out to me. With me sort of not really looking at the chances, but actually imprinting this with my own stuff. So, alright, so, let's be calm. Okay, so you see it back. So, oh, play with the cat. Okay, let's see. So why are you still... Okay. Drink, go out somewhere alone, play with the cat. Let's play with the cat. Bill, yeah, let's do it. Let's kitty. Oh, kitty. See? Right there. Right there it is. Bring in the kitty. Bring in the kitty. Kitty's like the power up here. Alright. Okay, so you're back to see Alex after after a week away. Uh-oh. So she wants to talk. And it's nothing bad. Oh, you want to move in together? Well, we're going to have to ask that cat. We're going to have to talk to my pussy about this. Okay. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, sure, let's talk about it. Alright, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. You gotta do this shit. Don't move in with people without talking about it. Don't you dare do that. Maybe not to that extent, but you really should talk to people. Okay, the cat. That is, I think everybody should, though, live together prior to getting married. That I think is something you should do. But definitely talk about it first. Okay. Alright. So Alex is still lovey-dovey. You're doing well. You have bad days, but you have effective ways to deal with them, and lows aren't quite as low or as long. Okay, and you visit your therapist, and she's marked how alive you seem, taking medication regularly. Okay, alright. We're kicking right along. Oh, and there we are, December. And it's snowing. Okay, and there you are back with your home. So where's Alex? Did you not bring Alex lived with you and you didn't bring her to fucking Christmas dinner? You brought the cat? You brought the cat. You brought the cat. You brought, but not your girlfriend. Jesus fuck. Okay. How are you doing? Alright, so you're a fighter, you hate your job. You go out with your friends more. Why? Who cares? Fuck them. Yeah, well, I say this in the age of COVID now. Nobody's going anywhere. But, even before, I mean, I did some of that. It was not, I guess, a really intriguing part of what I did. Like everybody, I relate to people a lot differently, a lot more strangely, possibly, but. See now, Melville. See the L. M-E-L, 1L, right there. Alright, so, yeah, you're doing well. You're good, okay. Okay, so there's the end right there. And just that you are at a better level now than you were when you started, which is really all you tried to get to. A little bit better the next day, a little bit better the next time, a little bit better the next time. That's what you want. That's what you're doing. Progress. But this is a cool little experience piece. So let's look at the credits. Okay, pause here. Okay, for being willing to play games that are meant to be something other than simply fun, this is a much more comprehensive game. But I think the idea of just kind of going on these different pathways that can get much worse, or just to a level of, for some people, functionality and that type of thing, I think this is a really necessary type of game. Because I think it speaks to a lot of people's experience. It doesn't have to speak to mine specifically. Part of what we do when we play games is try to enter another person's perspective. You know, a different, like if we're playing Sniper Elite 4, for instance, right? We're entering Carl Fairburn's perspective. If we're playing Resident Evil 4, we're Leon Kennedy or Ada Wong's perspective. We're looking at these people outside of ourselves. And that is the function of art. That's what it does well. It gives you a worldview, not your own, for you to be able to appreciate and to experience where it's not yours anymore, it's somebody else's. And you can say, hey, some of these things, like you've heard me do it in this game, if you're still watching at this point, but some of these things, not so much, but I can understand where somebody is saying this, right? I understand where they're coming from. And that sort of understanding, I think, is definitely more of the higher purpose type thing than, the whole frivolous thing I was talking about in the intro. When the games were back in the 80s, when they were just supposed to be light entertainment. This game is certainly a progressive one, well beyond that. So again, hats off to Zoe Quinn and the team for putting this together. It's one of those games that struck me. It's very, very striking, but like looking at it now, some of the stuff seems a little bit dated. It's more of an achievement than it is a mere game, and neither the game nor Zoe deserve the firestorm that came after. That's for sure. Not that people need an excuse or a license or permission to be a bunch of rotten shits, but they certainly were with the guy, under the guise of being behind this, but it was really just more of the latent, strong undertow of the current of misogyny that permeates so much of society. And if we're ever going to get better, if we're ever going to improve that, we need to stamp that out. I'll just leave it there. But this game, if it helps somebody understand themselves better with depression, if it helps people around them understand other people with depression, it's overwhelmingly a good thing, even if you don't necessarily like reading blocks and blocks of text. And this one is very text heavy, no question about that. But to give you that sense of perspective, I think it was also important and necessary and functional in that way to do just that. So anyway, we'll be back with a new game in the very next episode. And it will be probably not quite as heavy as this. I've done a lot of really heavy games throughout the history of this channel. I don't shy away from any topic, and I'm not going to. You can't be afraid to confront and deal with stuff. That's the lesson I can tell you. After years and years, like I said, Gen X, right? Playing video games in the 80s, I can tell you from the voice of experience, it's a no proposition to just try and defer and deflect and stuff forever. Just get in there, dig that fucking trench, dig that foxhole, wait for the bombs to clear, and then go on. That's it. Alright, we'll see you for the next Game Swears. And until that time, as always, peace out.